Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. The other day, I would like to share an experience with you. The other day, I had a father explaining to his son as to what the Parishechana means. You know what is the Parishechana? The father says to his son, I quote, "We do Parishechana to keep out insects and not allow them get into our plate or leaf from which we eat." Friends, on hearing this, I did not know whether to laugh or cry. The gentleman had in one sweep belittled a very great ritual as a result of his ignorance. And if he had meant it as a joke, my friends, I was certainly not amused. Performing the ritual known as Parishechana is compulsory for every Brahmin male who had Upanayana samskara. This is a ritual associated with our Madhyanika Bhojanam and Ratri Bhojanam, that is lunch and dinner. And despite of its utter simplicity, it has the power to streamline our spiritual thoughts and set us on a path of good health if done correctly. Most of us do Parishechana, unfortunately, I observed, wrongly and without understanding what's being done. You know how many of them do Parishechana? Just a couple of rounds of water sprinkled around the plate or the leaf, swallowing a few grains of cooked rice, and all this while talking about something or other. This is what most people do. For them, this is Parishechana. Very mechanical way of doing Parishechana. Parishechana, that is the process of Parishechana, is simple and can be easily mastered with concentration and attention to detail. You know, this Parishechana has got a very great significance, and it has another name also. You know what's that name? This Parishechana is also known as Prana Agnihotram. You know what's Agnihotram? A very great yajnam, a very great Agni Upasana. That great Agni Upasana is equated with the simple ritual known as Parishechana. Friends, you can imagine as to how important this Parishechana has now. When something is equated with yajna, that itself is a great thing. You will certainly agree with me. In Prashna Upanishad, one of our great scriptures, the Prana himself says, you know what is that Prana himself says? We come across a very great quote in that Prashna Upanishad. Let me read it out to you. It is very interesting. The Prana says, "Do not fall into delusion. I alone," the Prana says, "I alone, dividing myself into 5 parts, Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana and Samana, support this body and uphold it. This is the reason why it becomes an yajnam when we eat food." It is really a yajnam. Our elders have attached very great importance for this Parishechana. I would request every one of you who listens to this video clipping, if you are not in the habit of doing Parishechana early, please start doing it regularly and as it is prescribed. I once again request to do Parishechana not only regularly but as it is prescribed. If one is required by Shastras to do so and perform the steps diligently, why can't he do it? If an activity must be done, why not do it right? Let us get it right and in turn teach our children to do this Parishechana right. I would urge you to seek professional help initially till you get it right. Don't be hesitant, please, don't be hesitant to ask either your Atuvadiyar, that is your Sastrigal, or elders, to ask just because you are older. But be proud that you are adopting a practice sincerely and correctly, albeit late. Your house Vadiyar or any other elders, for the matter of fact, will be glad to help. Wishing you all the grace of God to give health, wealth, and wisdom. Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara.